Listen to the piano, man. It's interesting. Oh. What? Where did that lick come from? Dancing Queen. Dancing Queen. Okay.
Alright. So now you'll be reacting to the 9-member girl group called Promise 9.
This B-side called Dancing Queen was released on their special 2018 single album called From 9 and composed by EJO, One Hertz, and Kyung Leek. Each song on their album is in a different musical genre, with this one exploring jazzy-ishness.
I wonder if the structure of the song is an ABBA. ABBA?
We stand.
Jazz sounds in 3, 2, 1. We stand jazz sounds.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, I already like their usage of space.
Yeah. Yeah, like in the background.
In the background and in the vocal lines too, there's like slight breaks.
It's so interesting that like the percussion is like distorted in a way that each beat reverbs a lot, and so it's not like a very sharp sound.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand why they're calling it that.
But dude, like listen to the end of this bar though. Like the end of 4 or whatever. That like threw me for a loop for a second.
This is really strange.
It's very... it's funk that doesn't sound too cluttered, which I really like. The chorus gets a little busy, but it's still very good.
Listen to the piano, man. It's interesting. Oh. What? Where did that lick come from?
Like right
Yeah.
there, stop.
It's like-
and then they just pause, and then it comes back in.
Yeah.
Like that, I applaud that.
It like sucks you back in.
Yeah.
It keeps it from being overwhelming.
They have such an interesting use of space.
Yeah.
It's just never where I think it's gonna be.
Yeah, this is absolutely correct.
I've noticed K-pop likes to do that a lot, where like they have like an anacrusis into the chorus,
Yeah.
and then it's like big piano
Bam,
hit,
yeah.
and like
It hits you.
yeah, it's like this is the chorus.
What's really interesting is like in the chorus, so you've got the bass line in the piano that's like swinging super hard or like very triplety, but I feel like in the electric guitarist, the way he's strumming, he's not necessarily copying that, so you get this kind of weird discord in the 8th notes, where they kind of don't line up. It's a cool effect. I wonder if it was intentional on purpose, but it's just really funny.
Yeah, the tempo is slowed like a lot.
Yeah. And then they picked it up.
Which is odd because I feel like in pop songs it doesn't happen so much. Usually
No.
the tempo is pretty steady.
It almost went into like a big, like bar beat kind of. Feel.
Yeah, no, I felt it in 2 more than I felt it in 4.
Switch it to 6/8. Yeah, it just comes back. The 16th note. Instead of
Like, they should just embrace this part of the song. The other idea that they were emphasizing with the piano, it was good, but whether or not it like fits with this part of the song, right? It just doesn't seem to add up.
Right. What? Where's this coming from? No, I wanted to come back in.
The guitar needs more of that.
Yeah. Keen. Whoa, that was strange.
It's so interesting that you said they were exploring jazz there, because it really did feel like an exploration, and that there were some moments where it was like explicitly like quoting some like jazz kind of like tropes or like jazz standards. But then
Didn't
there
have
were
the lick, so it doesn't count.
yeah. But then there are other But then there were other times when same instrumentation, same tools produced more of a poppy sound. So it really was an exploration in that way.
Yeah, it was like jazz flavored.
Yeah.
like artificial jazz flavor, you know, like Laffy Taffy jazz.
That's so funny.
There's like a history of sort of a cultural appropriation in that line, and I don't think that's what they're doing, but like, you know, Mozart wrote Rondo a la Turk to sound like Janissary bands because it was like, ooh, exotic.
Yeah,
And so I think,
exoticism,
I think a lot of jazz people can get badly offended when it's like
and
sort of taken out of context.
Yeah, and that's why I think it's okay to call it an exploration, because they're clearly not, you know, involved with the genre enough to really do like an homage per se, but it definitely was still a really poppy song with some exploratory kind of jazzy-esque choices.
You just add swing and it's jazz, right?
Basically.
Right?
But I liked it. Like this, at sometimes, like in that electric guitar in the beginning, it was giving me more like rock vibes. So it was like interesting choice. But then by the end, it was doing some like really cool kind of characteristic jazzy sounding riffs. And the piano too, consistently the whole time, is pretty evocative of that too. So I thought it was kind of nice.
Yeah, it sounds like they're taking like a lot of different features and just kind of like combining them together.
Yeah.
Instead of maybe sticking with one motive and then seeing organically where it goes to, and like adding things in based on whether or not it complements whatever motive is emerging.
Right. It's like you had this one ingredient that was really good and you had another thing that was really good, and they don't really go along, and you just are unwilling to get rid of the other one or use it for something else. So.
Yeah. The chorus was really cool. I thought the chorus grooved really hard, and it was fun, but it was just really weird because it's like, they weren't necessarily always agreeing on subdivisions, which is fine, I guess, for like what they if they're hearing that, you know.
Right. Yeah. I think it was something for another song, maybe.
One of the things that I wanted to see, you guys noticed, but it's like the guitar, it was so quiet. I feel like you could have brought that out, and like I feel like people maybe were afraid that the guitar would take away from the voice line, but I feel like it really wouldn't. And then the same thing with the piano. I feel like I could have used more piano in the balance.
More exploring of it.
Yeah.
It was unique.
Yes.
Like that, it definitely was.
No
so
doubt.
That's cool. That seems to be kind of the case sometimes. Like they'll take these genres and they'll like try to do something with them, and most of the time it actually creates something genuine. It was really subtle with the guitar and piano, except like the guitar riff at the beginning too is what you hear in a lot of pop songs, but they made, at least it was composed completely differently, which is cool.
The bass line was really nice. I really like the way they evolve the rhythms, like when they're slowing down, it's really soft and tender, and when it's really hard hitting, it's like, yeah, they're gonna go for the bass. But man, the lyrics, I think personally, it's just like the lyrics keep repeating. I think, the chorus repeats itself quite a bit. And when I first heard this song, I thought it was a really strong B-side. But as I've grown and evolved with it, I don't like it nearly as much. Piano solo and the drum kit, that was a really nice touch. I like how much of a contrast this is from Love Bomb. So good on them, girls.
I
love how they say
her.
Queen.
G-Sun, Stan, biased.
I really liked just how they used space overall throughout that. Like so much of what we listen to and what we react to is very like fast-paced and constantly moving, which I think is awesome, and the groups all do a great job with that, but it's just really refreshing to hear a group that really knows how to like kind of take a step back and just like they're singing and then they like come out for just like a beat or something, and it's honestly it's the break in the vocals that we don't hear very often. There's breaks in instrumentals all the time with a like delay coming back in or something, but the way that they use space in the vocal melody, especially.
I agree with Lindsey, and I think that added to the song itself and kind of the message that it gave. Like they were all cool and.
They're a dancing queen, you know?
Hello everyone, I'm Umu and I'm the channel runner of ReacttotheK. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you're curious about the videos that we'll be reacting to in the future, I put a link to a doc with our release schedule in the description. Last but not least, if you'd like to support our channel, you can help us out by pledging any amount you would like on our Patreon. On Patreon, you can get access to full unedited pair reaction playlists, reactions to Japanese releases, and much more. And of course, a huge shout out and thank you to our superstar patrons. Thank you so much for your support. Bye.